I talked about you exploring circles and rectangles and other commands to draw apart from a line and a rectangle. But I'm going to talk about two very specific, very specific commands. One is if I want to make a rectangle and I want to cover it, we've already talked about patch. But here is this one surface from 3 to 4 points. So it's important if you want to make a quick surface. And I can just make a 4-point surface. But I can go here and type like a distance, like maybe 10 meters. Have maybe whatever dimension I want to put. And if I want to extrude it, I can click here, make sure my gumball is on, and if I do this, it'll move it. But if I click on this tiny dot here, click on this and maybe make, let's say 15, it's going to make a extruded box. The second command I want to talk about is interpolate. So let's start with this very basic command, let's point, and I'm going to just use space to repeat quickly repeat 4 points. When I say repeat, I'm just repeating the command, and I'll select all of this and then just duplicate it. How do I duplicate? I'll just hold Alt and then maybe move it in this direction. We're going to talk about the first command, which is interpolate or curve. We're interpolating a curve. What does interpolate mean is, if I select these 4 points, the point will actually move through the curves. Which means if I do this, I can always have this, I'll switch off my ortho for once, but I can have, and then once I'm done, I press space and escape. So this is something which is used when you know that these points are going to be lying on the curve. Whereas there is another command known as curve, which takes these points as control curves. And if you use Photoshop, if you use the pen tool, that point works as a control curve. That means it doesn't really need to lie on the curve, resultant curve. So if I click and enter, if I take this point, it's going to have these 4 control curves. I can click here and the original point is also there, but the curve point is also there. If I can move the curve point, and then the curve point can actually change my resultant curve. In this case, I can change the point and nothing will happen because it's not a control point, it's just a point to make the interpolated curve. So that is that. And also, once you click on any geometry, sometimes it just shows the points. Okay, so what we're looking at is F10 and F12. F10 will switch on the points, F11 will switch off. So if I just look at this and if I put F10 and F11, nothing will happen. But if I go here and if I do F10 and F12, F10, the points will start and I can click on this point. I can actually change through this control point. So yeah, we talked about 4-point surface, we talked about points, interpolate, and